my name Abanyor. That is always I say the Kiwi short name. But I have a long name. Aban Kemia Jagiora Dora Wet. Originally from Southern Sudan, and I've been here almost 11 years. This country, I will tell you this. This is the country I love most in my life. The organization I work with is, we call it Auckland Resettled Community Coalition. In short, it's ARCC. What we do, we advocate on behalf of newcomers and resettled community who come from refugees background. When refugees arrive to New Zealand, on their arrival, they arrive as a permanent resident, which means they're coming to settle in New Zealand all their life. We don't have refugees in New Zealand. We have refugees background in New Zealand, refugees that are overseas. Because why I'm saying that, if anyone who comes to this country as a permanent resident, the status of the refugees has been changed and the refuge already has been found. New Zealand child born is refugees? No. Someone with the status of permanent resident, someone with the status of citizen of this country. We need to change our language, how we express our language to people. We're talking about people life here. We're not talking about other people come from another planet. You know what I mean? If you've never been in a position like what I've been through, it's very hard to other people to understand. But through the story we share it with the people, it's very important. And that stories will change some people's mindset, will change the language of some people. And that is our contribution, we say, because myself personally, I believe New Zealand have a very generous people, but many of them, they're not aware.
I rang Aban and spoke to him about what my concerns were and what I would like to do, and he literally said to me, I'm 5 minutes down the road, come down and meet me. And one of those things that ARCC had ready to work with was the storybook. So it was easy to align with the intention because of what both of us are looking to do through the vehicle of storytelling. So by turning it into an audio piece, it gives the storybook another platform and another life and potentially access to another audience.
I was at an event in Parliament where a young woman was at, it was a breakfast event, and it was focused very much on refugee issues, and there was a young woman at my table. She was a high school student. She was there in her school uniform, and she had come into New Zealand with her family as a refugee, and she started talking to the table about her experience and burst into tears, and then explained that she felt isolated by the language that was used to describe her journey to New Zealand, and that she felt labelled and stereotyped because of it. And yet I would still love a way that we can capture, because for me obviously the word refugee must mean something different to everyone else, because for me that word tells a story of great adversity that people have had to overcome, and that they have privileged New Zealand with their choice by coming here to find security, and they've acknowledged that New Zealand offers something that they haven't had, but that it's been a forced move, and there's something in that I think we need to also be aware of. So refugee, burdens, but at the same time it also tells a story that I think is really important as well. So there's got to be a way, I hope, that we can acknowledge the backstory that people come to New Zealand with, so that we're more mindful of that.
I really hope that by engaging with the artwork and listening to the piece, that people take away a new understanding of what it's like to be a part of the resettled community. And in doing that, there's a building of tolerance and understanding and compassion and awareness that filters down to new generations, so that we can perceive a new New Zealand together and look forward to see how we can be a far more humanitarian-based country that can have effect in supporting and helping global and contemporary issues. The resettled community has so much to offer, and from my perspective, I think that we're incredibly lucky in New Zealand to have people that are bringing diverse cultures and an education and an experience to New Zealand that really can do nothing else but contribute to making our country more complete.
Look, to tell you the truth, to make a difference in our society, it takes individuals to stood up and try to navigate the way how you can aware others. So what you have done so far, and me joining you, I think is a unique way, and it's a first time. And if you want to make a difference in your own community, help yourself first. Do something, and then reach out to others. And what we have done here, I think, is a simple, mean a lot of things to New Zealand abroad. So for us now telling our stories on the board and people hearing that, it's going to have a very, very positive impact to those our visitors and our New Zealanders as well. This is what I always say, there is a past, present, and future. If you still refer me to my past, are you helping me here? You're not helping me. So let us do present as a present, and past will be as a past. And if we don't get it right now, what future are we planning for?